Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Art and Outdoor Life here with John. So, today I'm using a very cheap acrylic paint. I've been working with these, and so I decided to give it a go. I'm not sponsored, and I'm not endorsed by anybody, and I'm not looking for endorsements. So, these are the folk art, the very cheap ones that you find. They come in like 6 or 8 pack. Folk art matte. I'm using titanium white, licorice, yellow, lemon, true blue, and apple red. And I'm also using from a different company. I'm using raw umber and yellow ochre. So here I am. Basically what I did was I kind of primered the top of the board here. Excuse me, the board. These paints dry really quick. Unless you put water on them or mix them in water. And so basically what I did was with the sky, I put some true blue and mixed it with some titanium white and kind of did the sky. And on the bottom part, I kind of I did a mixture of the blue and the yellow and the white. Okay. Now, with these mountains, the cool thing is, as far as painting mountains, you can paint them all different ways. So I had it here to where the mountains or the sunlight is coming from the left side. Okay, so the bright sun is coming from the left side to shine on the mountains, and that way, that's where you see the snow more would be from the left side. So once you put in your mountains the white on top of over the burnt umber or raw umber that I used, then you can kind of just dip it and dab it a little bit with your brush. Okay, now I'm mixing paint right here, and I mean, you can add blues and even black or in red or even, different grays to kind of, for your mountains. You could do that for the shadows. So basically, what I'm trying to do here is I put a lot of white in there, and I'm basically testing the waters here. And what I'm wanting to do is get more neutral colors. Okay, so here, this is the burnt umber, even though it is brown. It didn't come with the set, so. Yeah, and I know there's a follower who's been following me, and I really appreciate the comments, but I keep getting this thing over and over about I should be sketching out my paintings before I paint, and that would do me a lot of good. And I'm gonna have to come clean, guys. I'm just gonna come out and say it. When I paint for myself here at the house, yeah, I have no problem doing that, but I'm not gonna sketch when I'm hitting the camera and doing these videos. But for other paintings, yeah, I have no problem with sketching in that. But I'm not gonna go ahead and for me it's freedom of painting. Okay, I enjoy painting, and I enjoy doing it right off of, just showing up and painting with something in my mind. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not much into sketching out my work, you know, not on my videos, unless I'm doing charcoal, and that's even just, there's nothing sketched, just all live like it is here. Except for I broke it up. Okay, so I outlined like a cabin. I was thinking cabin on a lake, right? uh, and using the very bright lemon yellow for the windows. And you can always brighten up any, like if you're using lemon yellow or a bright yellow, you can make it even appear to be brighter by putting just a little bit of white in there. And so with this, I'm using yellow ochre here. And I apologize about the sprinkle look from the overhead light. Um, I was not blending any water with these acrylic paints here. Was not. This is strictly acrylic paint on acrylic paint. Okay, I mean, you can loosen up your paint. You can actually thin out your paint with water because these are water soluble paints. But I didn't do that on here. And getting back to that, yeah. So I'm just one who if I'm gonna sketch something before I paint it, I usually always do that at home, and I do it for my own personal use. Um, when I go ahead and I do these paintings here on this channel here, my channel, I just want to be honest and do it how I was taught to do it, and how I like doing it that way. That's all. I really like it. So I'm putting a little white on here. I use a napkin only to take some of the excess paint off. I'll dip my brushes into water and then I'll squeeze it on a napkin or a paper towel in this case. So yeah, I think you know I don't want to get too into it with the video here, but for me, painting from my imagination is so much fulfilling. I think fulfilling is the word. Than it is to try to sketch something out and then say, okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to paint over what I sketched. That's my style right now. I mean, I can change anytime. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong against it at all. It's just the way I paint. Okay? So, after letting the paint dry, and that's why you'll see a lot of these clips. I chopped it up some because I wanted it to dry, the paint. So I kind of gave it a milky vibe here because I was wanting the lake to be almost frozen over. And now over here, what I did was I put some red, I put some brown, I put some yellow, and a little bit of blue in the center there. And I used it as my palette. Okay. And basically what I'm doing here is putting neutral colors around. The neutral colors are going to allow for me to come back in this painting and put whatever I want to put in there. If I want it to be grass or more white or, more trees, whatever. So that's basically why I mixed it right there in the center. And I wanted you guys to see that. Um, you know, and I want to thank everybody. Thank you all who have been subscribing and liking and commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is one of those very cheap acrylic sets that you could buy. You know, it's they come in 2 fluid ounces, 55 ml tubes, or not. They're not really tubes. Thank you.